Hola familia estelar. Oh my goodness. So to get to this point has been a whirlwind, and I'm hearing for you to get to this point has been a whirlwind. Today we're at the Seven Doors Temple, and this place is a portal of where the sky cycles meets human life, and it shows that what happens in the cosmos is inseparable to the things that happen when it comes to your life on this planet. The energy does not just move around you, but it quite literally moves through you. So I'm seeing it as light, as information coming into your experience, as in you being a light being and informing the material plane, the things in which you choose to experience, create, and I'm also hearing test drive in the physical realm in this incarnation, things that you never had the opportunity to do previously. Anyway, right now we're in a crypt, so I just want to show you around because I want you to feel the energy. I was seated at the Seven Doors Temple, and literally at the time that I'm recording this is on Easter Monday, and we have a square to the north and south node. So I knew by like 10:45 when the square is approaching that there was going to be some kind of fated events, fated meetings. Well, long and behold, this father who is a worker on the site with his daughter has basically been giving us a tour of the complex, and I don't believe that we would have found this crypt otherwise. And the crypt is located right underneath the throat chakra complex. So it's a place of public speech, and I'm seeing this as you blending your most multidimensional otherworldly gifts and abilities into this realm, right? Anchoring it into this realm. And I'm hearing you are a being that dwells between dimensions, and you're able to navigate every dimension that you move through during dream time and waking time with a level of fluidity. And it's because you're a fractal of awareness that's completely conscious of itself in the system. Now, even though in this realm full of contrast there are fractals of awareness that are not totally conscious of themselves, that doesn't negate the fact that they're still a fractal of infinite potential. So this tells me that you're also someone who sees the potential in others that they may not see yet, and it's something in which you illuminate because you're coming back to the soul's core essence. A little history just before we begin is that I think it was 1950s, archaeologists basically opened up this pyramid and they found the origin site, which I'll go ahead and throw in the footage for you guys to see of what we see standing today. And inside of this complex, they found 7 clay dolls, and I'm seeing as playing like a higher dimensional being, like in this realm, kind of like, you know, plucking things up from a previous way of existing into like a newfound existence. I'm hearing a new like return existence. There's something around you returning to yourself. You're returning your awareness with you. So yeah, it's aligned with the cardinal directions. Now let me go ahead and show you this energy, and then I want to talk more about you. I know there's a lot going on, but this just feels very fated when it comes to this world line collision, and I'm seeing this also materialize in your reality, because another message we got was, okay, there's a cosmos in what appeared to be chaotic in your life, and there was always a secret order in what appeared to be disorderly in order for you to come back to this point of remembrance, because when incarnating into this physical realm, you know, you can run the risk of forgetting your etheric origins, but when consciousness begins to wake up in the system, it begins to behave very, very differently, and I'm seeing you begin to do that. And there's some type of growing that you've been doing, and I'm seeing it as something that's been a lot of etheric growth, a lot of invisible growth that's been translating in the higher dimensional planes, and that's now bleeding and materializing and collapsing through your space-time travels. This is a time in which time becomes evident. This is a time in which time becomes visible. Like the way that time has moved through you and experienced itself through your soul's expression is becoming visible. It's like you're beginning to look like your soul, you're beginning to look like your higher self in physical form. I'm seeing you as someone where like your actual avatar has been going through upgrades and shifts. So this is an architecture of where that information, that light being in which you are, that sky being, that celestial being is now informing and becoming an architect of this terrestrial plane. That is you. Now, let me show you the crypt, and then I'm going to show you the sun card that we have today. So here, I want you to fully be able to see what it is I'm seeing right now, okay? Right. And guys, the way we made it down here was literally by a world line collision where there are plasma-like life forms that dwell between, you know, this realm and the next, like a counterpart Earth, and they come and engage with you in your third dimensional experience. And this is remembering that we're all bioplasma beings. We are all walking each other back home to this point of remembrance that the universe is one single being. It's one single emanation, difference and only seeming. I just got a notification for a check-in, so it's time to check in with yourself now more than ever. So let's talk about the Sun card real quick, because I want to share with you the messages that we also have today. Oof. Right. The Sun card in this deck is infinite paths. All right. This is an infinite paths card. And this is a frequency that's being illuminated through your own internal alignment that's happening. It's leading to you see yourself very differently. And when we talk about the Sun energy, this is plasma. So that is information, it's photons that are carried forth from plasma. So this is intercommunication with your higher self, right? With your oversoul, with source. That's shifting the way that you see yourself and your potential on this planet. And this isn't any kind of false clarity that's arriving in your life. It's just truth that's being revealed when you position yourself correctly. Because with the Seven Doors Temple, it actually aligns with the equinoxes. So I'm seeing it as equilibrium that's being restored, like being able to bring yourself back to the 0 point and seeing your life on earth through the lens of source. And you're being asked right now to align back with your natural rhythm, which is going to be, you know, I'm hearing rising with the sun, resting with the moon, and I'm seeing it as the conscious and unconscious mind. So you're navigating the physical waking world, but with an otherworldly intelligence and remembrance that you branch and originate far beyond this system. You are not bound or limited by this construct. It's just one of many that you navigate through. And the moment that you remember that, and I'm hearing reconnect with the fact that you extend and branch far beyond this system, you begin to see the totality of this being one of many experiences that are available to you. So just like the sun passes perfectly through this temple, only at precise moments, your life actually begins to open up the moment that you stop forcing and you just start aligning. Because I'll tell you, I started your reading by the Seven Doors Temple, but I just felt this internal tension of it's not yet time. And the more that I surrendered to the fact that there were other beings that were now occupying the realm that I was in and began interacting with them, a whole different timeline opened up, a whole different kind of experience that requires that surrender, to see where you are showing yourself the way through other fractal expressions of you. Okay, it's understanding your interconnectedness and that there is nothing to chase here. Instead, you're just coming back into coherence. You're being called to come back into divine timing within your life, allowing clarity to be something that rises for you. And your one message is that whatever is meant for you will reveal itself when you're in alignment with your own light. And you don't have to force or push a door open. You are literally that sun that passes through it. This is about the soul's, I'm hearing playful expression and the way in which you're being called to play and express yourself once more. So let me go and read an infinite pass card for you. It is really, really auspicious. Wow, okay. Okay, here, the sun. Oh, I just got a notification from one of you guys saying from an outsider's perspective, it seems to be a combination of profound depth, beauty, and lightness. Enjoy your ride. Thank you, Robert. That's super interesting. So that is meant for you right now. There's a profound level of depth that you've met yourself and that you can also meet your interconnectedness to all things in this system. So the Sun card is about joy, success, and good changes. I'm hearing that are upon you. Explosions of bright light surround you. You get caught up in the swirls of color and emotion flooding your being. This feels like happiness, but it looks different. You start noticing beauty in everything around you and infinite pathways for your future self. You feel the magic of the stars, the warmth of the sun, and the illumination of the moon fill you. It is now that you realize your recent tumultuous journey was only part of a new becoming. So again, it took a lot, right? There was a secret order and what appeared to be disorderly in your life in order to bring you back home to yourself. And this is one of your many homes away from home. I mean, this is a construct that you've designed in order for you to play and create in. It's a holographic projection of your own internal state of being. I'm hearing the summation of ancestral programs, belief systems, and anything that's kind of distorted the way that you see yourself as a creator during this time is being alchemized through your pure awareness. Now, of what you truly are, okay? There's a remembrance of what you truly are. that will alchemize and change. Not really change, but just it's you not changing. That's what awakening is. It's just to remember who you are and finally discard all the things in you or not. So Infinite Pathways is an extremely positive card to put in a reading. It speaks to the synchronicity with yourself and a willingness to change what asks to be changed. Take joy in this card. It's the pulsing magic, alive in all good changes. All it asks of you is to radiate positivity, and it will bring an abundance of goodness, unlocking pathways only thought to exist in dreams. When I tell you the way that things are about to unfold for you, through you being vulnerable, through you, a huge theme today was embracing uncertainty and trusting that it's in the unknown that magical experiences await you. You have Sacred Inner Space also that came through, and this is a vulnerability card, and it talks about your vulnerability being a bridge to connection. To connect with your higher self is to begin to embrace the unknown and actually see it as a friend instead of something to fear, especially knowing that you're experiencing linear time, okay, because time was one of your messages with retrograde. It's like you are your future self. Retrograde in Time came out, which talks about like the human personal time, but then also universal time. So retrograde is like you going back, your future self going back in a linear fashion, and then watching the unfoldment of your space-time travels and knowing that you're witnessing the becoming of an event that already exists simultaneously, something that has already come to be, something that you've already experienced. So allow your life in infinite pathways, and I'm hearing plethora of experiences, to unfold before you, much like a memory. It's like you're just witnessing in the third dimension the unfoldment of the quantum possibilities that are always coexisting in your field. So Sacred Inner Space Sensuality is literally trusting yourself. It's a different kind of vulnerability to be intimate with yourself, to have I'm hearing such a complex relationship, an intricate relationship, until it's not. So welcome back home. Your last message was the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is somebody clinging onto the material plane and the things in which they've built here. And I'm saying don't cling on too strongly to something that is designed to be a temporal experience. The moment that you can remember that this is an illusion and a beautiful one in which you've constructed to immerse yourself in, it instantaneously brings you back to 0 point. So that's official. With that being said, I'm going to love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing because we'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. Also check out Water Spirit if you're looking for some high quality AAE grade gemstones. You have 2 discount codes for that description box. And until next time, bye.